The political storm in Pakistan is now intensifying, and Prime Minister Imran Khan, who is in the middle of this storm, says that he is ready with the trump card, with which he will only reveal in his upcoming do-or-die rally. On March 27th, Imran Khan is set to hold a mega rally. The show of strength from the PTI comes at a time when it is scrambling for further support from its allies and dissenters, and just a day before the no-confidence motion is tabled in Parliament. In his recent media address and interactions, the Pak Prime Minister seemed quite confident as he said that the tide against the opposition parties is now turning. Imran Khan said, and I quote, "I have my cards close to my chest. I will show my trump card on March 27th, which will surprise the opposition." There has been quite a lot of speculation over Imran Khan's statements. Some say that he could tender his resignation, while others say that he could be bowling a surprise just ahead of the final over. Giving hints over his surprise move, Imran Khan has now said that he would not be talking against any institutions and that it would not be about dismissing an important person in particular or appointing a new one rather. He has also clarified that the move has nothing to do with the army. While the political battle is aggravating with each passing day, Imran Khan and all his hopes are now pinned currently on the mega Sunday rally, where he says that a sea of people will be seen with both the allies and the dissidents in support of the government. A large number of PTI supporters and activists are currently en route to the capital city to take part in the final power show before the no trust vote. And in the latest, Imran Khan's aide and Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid said that he has advised the Prime Minister to call elections after presenting the federal budget. He says that Imran Khan's popularity has increased many-fold since the opposition submission of the no-confidence resolution. The stage is set. Last-minute preparations are currently underway in the parade ground, and now our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik has been tracking all developments coming from Islamabad. He now gets you this in-depth ground report from the site of the pro-PTI protests. Take a look.
This is the road that leads towards the parade ground, which is the venue of the PTI sit-in and the PTI show of strength. You can see it has been decked up with streamers, welcome streamers, also invitee streamers as well, calling for people to come in. The road's pretty clear because recently we saw that the Pakistan Day parade was also held over here. It's a pretty big ground. In the parade ground, where in about less than 24 hours from now, the Pakistani government or PTI would be holding its show of strength. Now, this is the media stage that has been made, that's right behind me, and right in front of me is the main stage that has been set up. There is a security sweep that's currently ongoing. Then to my left is where the arrangements for the sound system and lights are being made, and right in front of me, behind these barbed wires, is the general public. Now, it's being said that about 5,000 to 7,000 seats, probably 10,000, they have been placed, chairs that have been placed, but there are more and more people expected to show up who would be standing. This is by all means a show of strength, a show of power that is being done by the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf in the midst of that political crisis in order to show that still has and enjoys the public popularity.
Staying with this story now, the opposition has already called Imran Khan's trump card claim a hollow threat. The PMLN Vice President Maryam Nawaz said recently that the Prime Minister must resign instead of seeking more time to stay on in power. The Pakistan opposition too is preparing a counter rally. The PTI rally will be followed by a joint opposition show of strength the next day. Though sources say that the PPP is not in favour of the opposition's power show, and according to reports, the PPP has now conveyed its reservations to the PDM and the PMLN. Now, the opposition is certain of their cards in the deck, and they have called on the Pakistani people to join their protests against the Imran Khan government. While on one hand, the JUIF is preparing for its big rally tomorrow, the PTI is doing its bid to scale down the gathering at Islamabad's Srinagar highway. Take a look.
I'm standing at the Srinagar highway in G9, in the G9 sector, and behind me to my left is the camp, the welcome camp of JUIF workers. This is the highway to my right, is where the gathering of JUI workers would be held at first, and they will be the ones gathering here later tonight or tomorrow morning or in the morning of Sunday. And then after that, on Monday, we'd be seeing that other opposition party members and leaders would also be arriving here, and they would collectively be holding an anti-government protest or a demonstration that is to be held on Monday, the 28th of March. Containers that have been placed in order to block the access to the Srinagar highway tomorrow when the rally takes place on this road. That's when the JUIF workers also come in, and then day after on Monday the 28th, this road will be jam-packed. You can see the containers that are left. These are the ones that have been brought in to make the stage for the opposition party leaders. It's pretty ironic at the same time that you see these streamers that have been put up. These are PTI streamers or PTI paraflexes that have been put in, calling for people to join the 27th rally. This is almost at the same venue where, around the same venue where the opposition parties are to hold their protest sit-in against the government.
Meanwhile, the countdown to the no-confidence motion in Pakistan's parliament is on hectic parleys, and they will continue with both the PTI and the opposition trying to garner support ahead of D-Day. Sources now tell WION that Imran Khan will also be meeting his key allies, the PMQL and the MQM. The MQM has been facing criticism after its leaders held several meetings with the opposition, particularly the PPP. The MQM has a tough decision on its hands, and its leadership is now facing a major dilemma. Sources say that the party is now considering abstaining on the no-confidence motion against Imran Khan rather than backing the opposition or the government. Let's now understand how much weight these allies have in the National Assembly. The MQMP has 7 seats, while the PMLQ has 5 seats and the BAP has 5 seats. Put together, that's 17 seats. And these 3 PTI allies have been in touch with the opposition. The opposition already has 162 lawmakers, and they need the magic figure of 172 to topple the Imran Khan government. Now, as we've been telling you, Monday happens to be a crucial day for the Imran Khan administration. The fate of his government lies in the no-confidence motion. Time is running out, and Prime Minister Imran Khan is now counting on the rabbit in his hat. Take a look.
Monday will be a very important and crucial day as the Pakistani parliament, in the parliament itself, the motion for no confidence against the Prime Minister will be tabled. Now, the PTI has little time on its hand with the Sunday gathering just hours away now. The show of strength, there is backdoor meetings, backroom contacts that are being established both by the opposition and by the PTI. The PTI is continuing to hold sessions and rounds of negotiations or meetings with its allies in order to secure their vote for the Prime Minister and against the no-confidence motion as it's tabled on Monday.
Now, political battle is not all that Imran Khan is fighting. A parallel fight is also on the country's Supreme Court, hearing a petition filed by the Attorney General seeking the top court's opinion on Article 63A, which deals with the lawmakers' disqualification over defection. The Chief Justice of Pakistan, Umar Ata Bandial, said that the Constitution did not bind a lawmaker to declare allegiance to a political party. In court, the Attorney General, Khalid Javed Khan, tried to equate defection under this article with that of khiyanat or dishonesty. The Chief Justice of Pakistan observed that khiyanat was a serious offence and that the Holy Quran speaks of serious punishment for the same. The big question which the court will seek to discuss is whether the Constitution speaks of dishonesty to a political party or to the constituents who elect legislators. The CJP said that the government will have a good case if they establish that those who switched their loyalty had betrayed their voters. The 5-judge Supreme Court bench will resume hearing on the matter on March 28th.
While the Supreme Court has made it clear that it would only be passing its interpretation of the Constitution, Monday will be very crucial for the member parliaments, because as the parliament gets underway literally next door, the court is likely to pass or can possibly pass its interpretation that would be having long-term ramification or long-term impact on the parliamentary process in case if somebody goes on to vote against his party or her party's wishes.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.